This is the single crochet purse found at simpleandsensational.com. As you can see, there are 2 rows of stripes. We've got the red single crochet and then the purple single crochet. I'm going to show you how to change the colors now. We've got our normal single crochet row, and as we get to the last row when we want to change color, we just, as if you're making a normal single crochet, put it through, pull the loop up, and when you have 2 loops on the hook, we're going to grab our other color now and bring it in. I'm going to bring the purple in, and I just pull it through the loop. So now we have both colors, and as you can see, the red is still red for that row, but now the new color, purple, is going to be coming up. Now in this particular project, some people don't tie off the ends. They just let their ends hang out and weave them all in at when the project is complete. But I don't. I don't like to, I've never had a problem tying in the ends, and I don't like to weave all those ends in at the end of the project. So I start by weaving that end. Now for this particular project, normally you would take the red and it would have been cut off if you're just going to change colors, if you're continuing to change colors. And you would cut it off and I would weave it in as I was working. However, for this particular project, we're going to be carrying the colors up along the edge. So this one end I am going to work in as I'm working across now. So I've put that in through, and I'm now doing my chain 1, which will begin this new row. I turn the project around, and I'm going to weave this end. I go into that first single crochet, and I am working only through the front loop. I'm not going through the 2 top loops, I am only going through the front loop. And I'm pulling my single crochet in, continuing to work that yarn through while I'm going only through the front loop of the red as I'm working my single crochet. And I keep on weaving. This will be the only end you'll have to weave in through the front loop, because we will be carrying the colors up the side. Through the front loop. Now working through the front loop, I'm only doing that on the first row when I change the color, because you'll notice when I turn it around, it gives it a nice little edge. Okay, I'm not gonna, just gonna cut this little guy off. So when I pull it, he will be in there. Now again, I'm finishing the row by working only through that front single crochet. And I'm going to chain 1 and turn. And you'll notice there's a nice little edge line because we left that what was at the time the back loop, but now it's the front loop across there. But now when I work the rest of my rows in each color, now that in my second purple row, I am not going to work. I'm going to work through the top 2. So I'm going through those top 2 loops and making just a normal single crochet along the top. And when I get to the end of this row, I'm going to switch color again, but this time I don't have to weave in any ends because I'm not going to cut off. I'm going to go through this, oh, I can't see it. I'm going through that last single crochet. I'm pulling the yarn through the purple yarn, and then I'm dropping the purple yarn to the back, and I am picking up the red yarn that we had just left, and I'm pulling it through. So I will now work my new row of red, and I've done the chain 1, and when I turn I am going to only be working through that front loop, doing that. Again, the single crochet in the first row is always through the front loop, and when you turn around and go back, you work through both loops. I'm just going to turn this around so you can see, and you can see as it's carrying up along the edge. And I'll bring the actual purse in here. It is carrying up. You can see the yarn carrying up along the edge, and that will be weaved in when we do the border around the panel for this purse. If you would like to look at the pattern, just go to simpleandsensational.com. Free patterns are available at simpleandsensational.com.